Well, good evening, everybody. I'm Brett Douglas for On Deck, 1230 The Fan 2. And I decided a couple days ago that I was going to be talking about three underachieving baseball teams this year. And it's pretty interesting. I wake up this morning and turn to the standings, and each one of those teams they have the same record at 43 and 45. And those two teams are the Los Angeles Angels, the Los Angeles Dodgers, and the Toronto Blue Jays. And 43 and 45 can be a little different when you're in different divisions, as Toronto is 9.5 games back, the Angels are 9 games back, and the Dodgers are only 3.5 games back. So the Dodgers have the best chance of getting back into postseason play. But both of the Los Angeles teams this year got the number 1 and number 2 free agent signings. The top two, and the Angels, who got Josh Hamilton, and the Dodgers, who got Zach Greinke. And the Angels 2 years ago actually got Albert Pujols. So very, very disappointing seasons for both of those teams. And also Toronto, who just pretty much took every superstar from Miami. And Toronto was only 4 games under 500. They were they were actually 73 and 89, but you would in 2012, but you would think with all these superstars they would be doing a lot better than they are doing now. And I think the reason they're doing so bad is they have the second worst ERA for starters at a 5.01, but you kind of wonder yourself, how do they have this bad of starting rotation ERA when you look at their rotation? I mean, you got R.A. Dickey. R.A. Dickey was the reigning NL Cy Young Award winner. At the top of their rotation, they got Brandon Morrow. You got Mark Burley. You got Josh Johnson and Jay Happ. I mean, that is a great 5. And if you looked at that 5 at the beginning of the season, you'd be very, very impressed. And if someone told you that in July they would have the second worst ERA for starters, you would think that I was crazy. And then the Dodgers actually have a pretty bad bullpen. They have the 4th worst bullpen in all of baseball, and that could be their shortcoming. But the Dodgers have a very great 1 through 8 lineup, and even with Matt Kemp out of the lineup, I mean, when Matt Kemp comes back, I mean, they have a really great team. And the Angels, I think, have a pretty they have a crazy good, they have one of the best 3 and 4 in all of baseball. The only ones that could compare is Miguel Cabrera and Prince Fielder. But you're listening to On Deck, 1230 The Fan 2. I'm Brett Douglas. And so we're asking the age-old question, does money buy championships? Does money buy success? And Of course, no, it doesn't. There's been some pretty low payrolls to actually win the World Series, like the '85 Royals, the '90 Reds, '03 Angels, '03 Marlins, and even my team, the Chicago White Sox, who in 2005 won the World Series. They had a pretty average payroll themselves. And they just got rid of Maglio Ordonez, who went to Detroit. They got rid of Carlos Lee. And all they really got was Scott Podsednik back, who was a great leadoff hitter for them that year. And they got better. But the Angels, with all they've been spending every year, so they've been missing a first or second round pick six of the last 8 years. So they have a pretty bad, depleted farm system, and that's that's definitely going to hurt them in the future. I've actually been disappointed once. The 2010 White Sox were pretty good until the end, and they went out in that offseason and they got Adam Dunn. Oh, I was so excited. I'm like, this is going to be the year. This is going to be the year. Finally, that big left-handed bat at bat. He was horrible. The team didn't make the playoffs, and that's that story right there. So for 1230 The Fan 2, I'm Brett Douglas, and we'll be right back.
Regardless of how your home was built, it's not merely a question